I went on this long rant about Ravelry and all the problems I was having logging on to the site. Hi, it's Sonia here with The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today is going to be another update video. I've been doing a series called Bust My Stash. And what that means is I have a lot of yarn, a lot of yarn. And I've been trying to see how many projects I can make in a year, how much yarn I can use up in a year. So each month I show a bin of yarn, and then the beginning of the next month I'll show how much yarn I've used up, how much progress I've made, how little progress I've made, and I also show some projects of some things that I've made throughout that month. So we are now in August, and we are like in August. This is not the beginning. I usually try to post these videos in the very beginning of August, but unfortunately I've been really busy. Well, not unfortunately. I was away. I was on vacation, which was really nice. And then I'm also in the middle of a water crisis, which has not been very fun, but my water system has not been working. I have a well, and we've been dealing with salty water. So either we wake up to drinking the ocean or dirty water. So long story short, I need to get a new system. So that's not fun, but at least now, you know, our water issues will be taken care of, and we won't wake up to weird water, because I'm over it at this point. So I've been dealing with that, so I've not had a lot of time to knit or crochet, but I have done a little bit, and so I will show you some of the things that I've been working on. So I need to update you on my Ravelry problems. If you watched my last update video, I went on this long rant about Ravelry and all the problems I was having logging on to the site. I wasn't able to access my stuff. It was extremely frustrating. So if you don't know, Ravelry is a knitting and crochet website, and it's a great resource if you love to knit and crochet. They have tons of patterns on there, free patterns that you can buy. There are message boards on there where you can go, and if you have a question, somebody there can help you. You can have patterns tested on there. You can put your projects up there to kind of help catalog them, you know, to keep track of them. You know, you can find out about any yarn. If you have a question about yarn, they probably have it on there, and you can find out how much yardage it is, what type of yarn it is, where it was made, etc. Like, it's a great resource. So anyway, I couldn't get on there. And that was extremely frustrating, because I do sell patterns on there, and if I can't get on there, then I can't pay them if I'm owed, you know, if I owe money, because sometimes I owe fees and sometimes I don't, and it was just a big hassle. And I was asking for, you know, their like customer service, and I wasn't getting an answer. So anyway, it did finally get fixed. Thank goodness. Praise the Lord, we got fixed. And it was really bizarre what had happened. I had been a member of Ravelry for well over 10 years. And when I first joined, I had a different email, and then I used that email, you know, for a while, and then we ended up moving, and the company that I got that email from wasn't in our area where we moved, so I had to change emails. So when I changed emails, I changed to a Gmail, which is kind of universal. I changed that on Ravelry, and I used that email to log in, and never an issue. And then I moved again, and the email I had on Ravelry was kind of more like a personal email, and I kind of wanted to separate my Ravelry stuff from my personal email. So then I made another Gmail, and I changed that, and again, no issues with changing that. And then all of a sudden I started having these weird problems where I couldn't get on. So somehow it got all messed up, where it only wanted to recognize my original email, which I had no access to, because that email was through a specific cable company, and I had no way, that was from years and years ago, no way of, you know, accessing that email at all. So finally, once I figured out the problem, then I was really pestering their customer service. I felt bad, but I was really getting frustrated, and finally they were able to kind of like reboot it or whatever, and so now I can get on with my current email. And I also saved the password because I hadn't done that before, and you know, you have so many passwords for everything. So now I actually saved that. I have it tucked away somewhere, so heaven forbid if this happens again. I certainly hope not, because that was a pain in the neck. But it's all straightened out now, so I thank you for everyone that had tried to help me. Some people had tried to help me and to go on Ravelry and get in touch and all that, and I really, really appreciate everyone that had reached out and tried to help. But yes, it's all taken care of now, so yay. So one of the projects I've been working on is one, I showed you one earlier that I made, and I'm making another one, and I'm actually making a video tutorial on how to do this. So I'll show you it's not finished yet. So this is the finished one. So this is a top that I made, and I am working on the tutorial. I'm almost done the other one. So here is the other one. It's in progress right now. And as you can see, it's striped. I was hoping to make it all in this color here, and I didn't have enough. So I had to get creative, and we're doing stripes, and then it's going to have a ruffle here. And this is going to be a tutorial for you to make a top to fit your size. So this is a pretty straightforward pattern. I'm not going to have exact stitch measurements. I'm just going to show you like how to measure on yourself, and so how many chains you would need to make, you know, and then how to, you know, stitch it up accordingly. So this is, again, more like a recipe and not an exact stitch, you know, not an exact pattern where it says chain 50 or whatever. I mean, now you can certainly, I will share my stitch amounts that I did for this, so if you did want to make the exact same size as me, you certainly can. And I guess this would probably be like a woman's small, medium. Women's sizes are so hard because, you know, sometimes you try on a small and it's huge, or you try on a medium and it's small, or so, you know, they're kind of all over the place. So I'm going to say this is like, you know, typical women's small, medium. And the nice thing about it is I love a lot of the crochet tops, but a lot of them, they're very see-through, or you can't really wear a bra with them, or you need to wear a strapless bra. And, you know, I'm 50 years old. I kind of past that see-through stage, and I need support. So this one you can definitely wear a regular bra with it, which I really, really like. So yeah, so this guy should be done soon. I'm hoping to have the video out in probably about a week after you see this one up. Hopefully I will have this top done. So my next project that I have, I've had quite a few requests to get this one done, so it is almost done, almost. I was working on it on vacation, and I was hoping to finish it when I was on vacation, but I just ran out of time. But it's this shawl that I had been working on, and it definitely needs to be blocked. And yeah, it's not going to be a super huge shawl because I am running out of this really pretty linen yarn, so I'm trying to just use what I have. But the nice thing with this pattern is you can definitely adjust this to make it as big as you want. So if you wanted it to be, you know, a lot longer, then, and this will block out, so it will be a little bit bigger once it's blocked. But yeah, I had wanted it to be bigger, but again, I am running out of yarn, and I don't want to, my whole goal is not to buy more, so I don't want to buy more, so I'm just going to use what I have. So it's just going to be, you know, a nice little shawl, but I think it's turning out really, really pretty, and I'm really happy with it. And as I said, I've had quite a few people, including my mom. My mom wants me to get this shawl done and get the tutorial up, so okay, Mom, this one's for you. I'm working on it. So another project that I have, it is done. I don't have the finished project. I actually think I took it apart to use for another project. It was a prototype, but I did do a video tutorial of a block, so I'm going to show you the picture on the screen. And so that is something that I did finish for July. I didn't accomplish much, but that I did finish, and I can put a link for that tutorial if you want to try to make one of your own. It's just a little block, and I think it turned out really pretty. I'm actually really happy with it. And the nice thing is you can, you know, either make it with one color or as many colors as you would like. So I had made one prototype with a lot of colors, and I think the other one, I didn't use maybe 2 or 3, I'm not quite sure. But again, that is crocheted and that's up. And so my next project is these mitered squares, these knitted mitered squares. I have one more to make, and then I can piece them together for my baby blanket. And as I said before, I run a knit and crochet group at my church, and we are currently working on baby blankets for the new baby. We have a new baby ministry at our church, so I'm hoping holy cow, the next update video will be September, which I'll be sad because summer will be over. I love summer. I know a lot of my friends, they're not summer people and they are very happy to see it go, but not me. But it will be September, and hopefully this blanket with all these different squares, these multicolored squares, it will be done and I can hold it up and show it to you. So that is the goal. I have one more of these squares to finish. I'm midway with it, and then I need to figure out how to stitch them together, and then I'm just going to do a border around in the round. I'll just knit a border, and then I'll have a million ends to weave in, but then the blanket will be done. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll see this guy finished in September. And then another project, I did show it in July, was the Cinderella dress set here for the 18-inch doll. I am still editing this video. This is a monster video because we have the headband, we have the dress, we have the gloves, and we have the shoes, and it's just a lot of editing. And I'm currently working on writing the pattern. As I said, I was on vacation and getting ready for vacation, and I had water problems, so this is kind of taking a back seat, but I'm really trying to get my act together and get these videos out and these patterns out. So hopefully within the next few weeks this guy will be up, and then I can work on the next Cinderella dress, which I'm not sure. It might be Sleeping Beauty or Little Mermaid. I probably will be Sleeping Beauty because I do have the yarn set aside that I want to use for Sleeping Beauty, and I haven't even looked for the yarn for what I want to use for Little Mermaid, so I should probably just work on Sleeping Beauty since I already have the yarn. And then I have one more project to show you. Like I said, there's just not, I wasn't able to do a whole lot in July, and I've showed this before. So this is that Tunisian patchwork blanket, and we're getting there. I'd say we're, maybe almost halfway through on this guy, and I think it's going to be cool. It's, I just made this to use up bits of yarn. So as you can see, all different colors going on here, and these were just little balls of yarn that I had, worsted weight yarn number 4, and I was like, what am I going to do with all these little balls of yarn? So I decided to make this patchwork blanket, and then the border, I have a lot of this multicolored and this pink, so I think it looks okay. It's, not I like cohesive things. It's not completely cohesive with this, but I think it's going to be fine, and this will be a donation for the baby ministry, and I really need to get cracking on, look at all these ends. That's the only downside to these patchwork projects, is all the ends, but I had my knit crochet group this morning, and they thought it was really pretty, so hopefully it'll turn out really nice when it's done. So maybe, I don't know, because we're already like almost in mid-August, but maybe this one will just be about done too in September. Maybe. We'll see. So those are all the projects that I have to show you for today, and the next part of the video you will see the July bin and see how much progress I have made, which, as you can see, not a lot of projects, not a lot of progress. And then I will show you the August bin. So here we go. Here is the July bin, and as you can see, probably not a whole lot different, and I do see some mohair that I need to get rid of. So this will be a donation. I cannot stand, and it's stuck in there. It doesn't want to leave. I can't stand mohair, so this is going to go. I will not be trying to make a project with that. But this is a July bin, and so the next bin you'll see will be the August bin. Alright, so here we go. Here is the August bin. So what do we have going on in here? So in this one, I see this, I think this is some bamboo yarn that I had bought a lot of this to make a sweater, and it just, the design was not working, so I abandoned it. But it's really soft, pretty yarn, so I need to come up with a different project that will work better with this yarn, and I think this is one, I did not do this, so somebody gave me this, and it's a half-finished, I'm not even sure what it is. I guess it's a baby sweater? Kind of reminds me of, you know, the Bible story Joseph? Holy ends, Batman. You know, Joseph's coat of many colors, that's what this thing is reminding me of. So I actually will probably just reuse that yarn. This would probably be really good. Feels like a worsted weight to use for that patchwork blanket, you know, because it's just a little bit. So I think I'll just undo this and use that yarn for that blanket. And then I see this. This is something, oh my goodness. This is some weird granny square, I think it's a sweater that I tried to make like a long time ago. But I think it's, like, the design is interesting, but I think she is like super, super boxy, which I guess is kind of in style again, but I'm not going to wear it. Plus it's acrylic. Acrylic sweaters are really hot. I mean, some of them are nice, but I think I kind of would prefer like either with wool or acrylic cotton or something like that. So this I'll probably repurpose for something else. And, oh, we have another one. I don't even know what this is. Maybe like another blanket. Oh my gosh, this is a finished project. I was looking for this. This is something to save. I made this for my daughter when she was in a wedding. And she's 22 now, so she was 6 years old when she wore this. And it's a little shrug. And it looked so cute with, she was a flower girl for that wedding dress. And I was looking and looking for this because I wanted to save it for her. So it was really special. And it's in here, so yay. So this is something that I need to set aside, but it actually turned out really pretty. I mean, maybe I should make a pattern for this, because you could use this design for, you know, like, she was a little girl, but she could also make it for an adult. And the reason why I made her the shrug, because the wedding was in October, and there were some outdoor parts of the wedding, and again, she was 6 years old, and there was spaghetti straps, so it was actually quite chilly. So I made this for her to wear over top, and it just was perfect for the weather, kept her warm enough, and it actually looked so, so pretty. So yay, I found that. Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of this bamboo yarn that I need to figure out what to do with. So here we go with the August bin, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
So one of the projects I've been working on is my next So I need